Hello friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel for your new moon readings for the new moon in Libra, which is going to cover the period from November 19th through to from October 19th to November 18th. Okay, so that's the new moon cycle from the new moon in Libra on October 19th through to the new moon in Scorpio on November 19th. Thank you so much for all those who like and share my videos. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. If you have, thank you so much. I'm looking to hit that 5,000 subscriber mark this month, and if I do, I will be offering a 5-card reading for $5. Call it my 5K reading, just to offer my thanks to those of you who have always supported the channel and to my new subscribers. All right, so let's help me reach that 5,000 subscriber mark this month. This reading is also going to be affected by the Jupiter in Scorpio transit that just happened on the 10th of October. So I'm focusing on love and relationships for this reading because we have the new moon in Libra. We have a lot of planets in Libra about to move into Scorpio. We have Jupiter in Scorpio, so love, relationships, sex, relating on a deep, powerful level, soul connections. These are all going to be kind of at the forefront of our mind for at least the next month or so, and with Jupiter for the next year. Okay, so let me just go ahead and do a 7-card reading. This is for the sign of Aries, and I'm using the There we go. I'm using the Zombie Tarot in honor of Halloween. I've already pre-shuffled the cards. I'm going to put down 7 cards and then pull a Tao Oracle card for you as well. So let's go. We have the Queen of Wands in the recent past. That's you, Aries. Okay. Queen of Wands is that fire sign energy. On this deck, she's a bit of a zombie nurse there. We have the Queen of Wands in the recent past. We have the 10 of Cups in the current position. We have the Magician in the near future reversed. The Queen of Swords crowning, okay. Aquarian, Gemini, or Libran energy. We have the 5 of Wands reversed in the area ruling other people, how they affect you or their influence on you. We have the Temperance card reversed in the obstacles area, and we have the 10 of Wands in the near future. Okay, I'm sorry, the 2 of Wands in the near future with the 8 of Cups reversed. A little bit of a glare there, I apologize for that. The 8 of Cups reversed in at the bottom of the deck here. Okay, so let me just move these 2 cards, spread this out a little bit for you so you can see everything. And we'll see what's going on here for Aries. So you are coming up here in the reading, Aries. You are coming up as the Queen of Wands, so your energy is really being positively expressed. I'm just going to put this 8 of Wands here. All right, you can see that. And again, the 8 of Wands is reversed. The Queen of Wands energy is coming up in a positive way. I don't see any obstacles as far as the last month, so things may have been moving along pretty nicely for you on a personal level, Aries. The new moon in Libra is falling in your 7th house, so we're definitely talking about relationship situations for you. Jupiter for you is going to be in your 8th house, so wow. 7th house, long-term partnerships. 8th house, deep, powerful connections. This could be a big month for you. And, with the Queen of Wands here as her passionate self, whether you are male or female, Aries, doesn't matter. The Queen of Wands still represents you. You are, definitely a go-getter. You're moving forward. You have some very strong, fiery energy, getting things done, passionate, maybe even you've made a very passionate connection to a fellow fire sign, another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, who's kind of come into your life as well, or someone with that energy in their chart. And you have the 10 of Cups covering you. So 10 of Cups is, it's a wonderful card. It's that positive emotional situations, positive connections. It could be a situation that leads to marriage. You may be talking about marriage or getting engaged. There could be a blending of families, or children are important with the connection. So definitely, 10 of Cups and the 7th house, those are completely congruent, okay? A long-term relationship, moving to the next level perhaps, or just feeling solid and secure in an emotional relationship, which is covering right now. We have the Magician coming up in the near future, and the Magician is reversed, and I'm not really worried about the Magician here. Sometimes, yes, the Magician can talk about manipulation, can talk about someone kind of doing things behind your back or behind the scenes, but I don't feel like that's the case here. What I feel that is, maybe you have been focusing so much on relationship situations that you have kind of lost your momentum to move forward in other areas of your life. There really is no, you're enjoying kind of sitting back and enjoying this connection, but not really making any additional effort. So there may be a need for you to make sure that you are giving in this relationship as much as you are getting back, okay? And definitely you don't want to take your partner for granted. You don't want to you don't want to put all your effort into getting someone, and then once you've got them, don't continue the effort into keeping them, okay? So sustain that momentum, sustain that passion, sustain that drive, sustain that, charismatic energy that may have attracted that partner to you in the first place, without losing steam there just because you're kind of getting comfortable in the relationship. You have the Queen of Swords crowning here, and this Queen of Swords, definitely she's in the upright, so again, this could be an air sign personality, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, who is factoring strongly in your relationship, or with whom you have a connection. This person is someone who may have been through a lot of difficulty in his or her life. This could be male or female. This may be a divorced person. They could be a widow or a widower. They've been through a lot, all right? They've had some struggles, especially in their emotional life. They've had some heartbreak. They've had some loss, separations, things like that. So because of that, they've learned the hard way what it takes to build a relationship and to maintain a relationship. And they're willing to do the work. And another thing about the Queen of Swords, I love the way she's showing up here with her, she's got the gun there because she's fighting off zombies, and she's ready, okay, to defend her home or territory. But she's also ready to defend you, okay, he or she. So this person is going to be someone who has your back, who is very protective of you, maybe a little bit overprotective sometimes, but I don't think it's anything for you to particularly worry about right now. They are someone who is a very logical person, very intelligent. They don't really do things from an emotional perspective. They think things out really carefully before they make a decision or make a move. So really, once you have this type of person, you really have someone special who is going to be there in your corner, who is going to be someone that is not just going to be a lover, but is also going to be a friend and an intellectual companion to you. So, again, the message here is, don't take this person for granted. Don't don't lose your energy towards that person and just because things have gotten comfortable with you, okay? Because this person is not someone to take for granted. They're not somebody to be messed with, to be trifled with. They are very serious about relationships. It takes a lot for them to love very deeply, but once they are connected, they are really in it, okay? With the 8 of Cups reversed here, at the base of the deck, I think that you are, I think that a lot of you have moved on from the past, and there is a need for you to kind of let go of any emotional hang-ups that you may still have. So some of you, I feel like there's a possibility that you could be, like, within the next 2 weeks, so maybe around November 19th or 10th, you could be kind of making things up, or seeing somebody doing you wrong where that's not the case. Maybe acting a little jealous, maybe trying to be a little controlling. You're a fire sign, you have a lot of energy. Whether you're male or female, you have strong masculine energy. And so you want to kind of temper that energy so that you are not maybe scaring away your partner. Now, crowning you is the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords can be representative of an air sign, so that would be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. The Queen of Swords is coming right side up here, so in your life, this Queen of Swords is a positive influence. The Queen of Swords is someone who has been through a lot in his or her life. It could be male or female, who has had difficulties in love, separations, maybe divorced, maybe has lost, long-term partnerships. It could be someone who's had separations, could be a widow or a widower. So, through the school of life, the Queen of Swords has really gained a lot of wisdom when it comes to relationships, and he or she knows what they want. They are a very intellectual person, very intelligent, very, they say it like it is, they mean what they say, and so you can really depend on their wisdom when they give you advice, or they give you input. They are also someone who may seem a little detached sometimes as an air sign, but it doesn't mean that they don't feel deeply, and they just have a different way of showing it than maybe you do as an Aries, who can be a little bit more emotional, or a little bit more energetic in your expression of love. So don't take their detachment as lack of feeling, because they definitely feel very deeply. And the thing about an air sign is, once you connect with that person, and once they're in a relationship and they are committed to it, they're not going anywhere. They are, solid in that relationship. People think that air signs can be flighty. Well, they can be, only if they are not fulfilled, or if they are not, if their full attention is not focused on their partner. But once they meet someone who is their equal, who has a lot of energy, who who is great to be around, fun to be around, who really brings a lot of positive force into the relationship, they can be some of the most loyal and reliable partners. And they also are very protective of their partner. So whoever this Queen of Swords energy is, he or she is not only protective of his or her own emotions, but they'll be very protective of you. They will defend you to the death, okay? They will defend your relationship. They'll stand up for you. They'll fight for you, all right? So a very positive energy there for you emotionally. Well, what's going on here? Again, the Five of Wands is here reversed. So there could, again, talk about some kind of imbalance emotionally here, where there may be some bickering, there may be some arguing, and this person doesn't want to fight. They have no desire to fight you. They have no desire to argue with you. It could be also a situation where you have a little kind of childish thing going on, where maybe you're critical, or you have certain comments arguments or you're making fun of this person, and they don't necessarily think that it's funny. Their sense of humor may be very different from yours. So, you want to be careful with your criticism. You want to be careful with making fun of this person, or something that you may see is just in jest. They may not take it very lightly. Okay, so make sure that you're communicating with them in a respectful way, because they have no desire to get into any kind of tense situation or argument or dissension with you. Rather than do that, they'll walk away from the relationship. Okay, they will completely detach from it, because they pretty much want peace. They want stability. They want to have fun. They want to enjoy the relationship. Okay, and so if there is a lot of, if there's antagonistic energy, even if you mean it in a playful way, just make sure that that person understands that you're playing with them and that you're kind of not undermining them or, criticizing or making fun of them. Okay. The Temperance card is here, and so again, this alludes to some kind of imbalance, maybe, some bickering. The Temperance card reversed can talk about a relationship that's off balance, where there's conflict, or there's maybe a push and pull kind of energy. And, this seems to be kind of an unnecessary energy, especially when you're coming out of this wonderful Ten of Cups vibe where, your needs are fulfilled, you're feeling emotionally supported, you're having a great time, you're enjoying this one-to-one relationship, you're sexually you are relating on a really intense and positive level. There's mutual satisfaction. So the Temperance card can indicate jealousy. It can indicate there being imbalance in the relationship because someone is dealing with insecurities. Make sure that you are not projecting a past lover's indiscretions onto your current partner, okay? That you're not persecuting them for something that somebody else did, or you're not holding on to, where the Eight of Cups is here, make sure that you're not holding on to past situations that no longer are valid in your life, okay? Past heartbreak or past emotional difficulties that are no longer valid for you, that have no place in this sacred space that is between you and this current partner. All right, because in the outcome here you have the Two of Wands, which means that there really is a lot of tremendous potential with this relationship. There is, the Two of Wands is the spark, the very beginnings, the very birth of a connection that could end up being long term, but it is in the beginnings. It is starting. You are connecting on an initial level. You are just getting to know each other. You're getting to know each other's, great parts and bad parts, warts and all right? So you don't want to destabilize a situation that has a lot of promise and that's already shown you how great things can be because of lack of emotional balance there on your part, okay? Because I really don't feel like this is coming from your partner. Let's go ahead and pull a card. I'm going to pull the card right off the top here because I've already shuffled the cards here. So let's see. Oh, all right. Well, we have, so this makes sense. Difficulty in beginnings is the Tao Oracle card here for you. All right. And this makes sense because just as I was saying that you may be in the beginnings of relating, getting to know this person, meeting them. It's an amazing thing how two people who are planets within themselves, totally different worlds, can come together to create this thing that is the relationship, this entity that is a relationship. And it doesn't happen sometimes without growing pains. It doesn't happen, without there being doubts and fears being expressed by either or both partners. Sometimes it's awkward getting to know a person, falling in love, getting, into a deep relationship with that person, learning about what turns them on, what turns you on, learning about what, makes you feel fulfilled, and vice versa. So there is a need to become vulnerable. There is a need to open yourself up to the potential that someone could hurt you, but also to the potential that someone could, really fulfill you in that area of life. And this may be a relationship that you've never experienced before, something that is a brand new energy for you, where, again, with the new moon in your seventh house, which is deep partnerships, long-term partnerships, and the eighth house, which is that intense, intimate connecting, you may have never connected on this level before, Aries. So this could be a brand new experience for you, and you may be having growing pains. You may be breaking out of your shell. But what I love about this card is it shows, starlight in the, behind this person being born out of this egg, which means that you do have positive energies coming from the universe toward this relationship. There are blessings here. There's magic here. There's stardust here. So you want to have faith in that and not do anything to undermine what could, possibly be a life partnership for you. All right. I'm going to take 3 cards on the Magician here to see what this Magician energy could be here, which is reversed, and that's the Eight of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Ace of Pentacles. All right. Interesting. So what I'm getting from this is that, the Eight of Pentacles has to do with building something, creating something, mastering something. It could relate to a job or a professional situation. Some of you may have, or what may happen in the next 2 weeks is that you may receive a job offer or some promotion or something, like a bolt of lightning out of the blue that's bringing an opportunity for growth, for future growth, for great growth potential in your financial area, in your career area, or this could also be your partner. So maybe the basis of this imbalance here is that you're coming out of this wonderful Ten of Cups energy where everything is just perfect and wonderful, and then here comes a situation that may kind of separate your partner from you, or that may cause you or your partner to have to divert your energies to whatever this is that happens out of nowhere. Okay, it could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you or your partner that you have to act on very quickly, that you have to take advantage of, that may never come around again. All right, or something that you've been waiting to happen, that you didn't think was going to happen, that you've been working towards, and bam, here it is. Okay, so maybe this is what is kind of getting in the way of what was just you both, intensely focused on each other, and now one of you has to go off, on a business trip or a new training situation, or start a new job, and you have to intensely focus on that, either of you. And the other person, or what I really feel that this is you, may be feeling a little maybe feeling like, well, my partner is focused on other things, is he or she cheating on me, so a sense of insecurity there. Get a handle on that. Don't let that control you. Don't let that, as I said, undermine a really beautiful situation that may have recently begun, or a long-term partnership that is flowing along very nicely for you. Okay, Aries? So that's your reading for this month. Thank you so much for liking and sharing my videos, and for subscribing to the channel. If you have not already, please do so. Thank you so much. I wish you all good things, love, peace, and joy, and I bid you namaste.